Daniela Price here with Healthy Fit, and this is Stretch, Mobility, and Recovery. Today, let's set our intention to be intentional. Move forward calmly and with purpose. And in a busy time of year, when you have a lot going on, it can be challenging to be calm and really focused on something specific. But taking time for yourself today is an important step to being intentional. We're going to start today with some quick stretches and release using our Rolga tools. If you don't have these tools, you can use the foam roller that you have and any kind of small ball instead of the activator. Sitting around a lot in the holiday around the table, maybe you've spent a lot of time on the computer or doing cooking, you are going to be tight in the shoulders and we're going to open up that chest. So we're going to release the upper back and shoulders as well as the lats. The great thing about the Rolga is we're going to put our spine in the center, so it's going to protect that and really get you a deeper release. So setting that up, starting at the 12th rib, hands supporting the head, rolling back and scoot. You can keep your hips elevated off the mat or scoot and rest your bottom. If you're not getting on the floor today, you can do the same exercise on the wall. Three to four passes is really all you need. If you find it a tight area, like I'm really tight in my upper shoulder blades and my deltoids, I'm gonna hold it here and breathe through that stretch. Being careful if you have long hair like me not to roll over your hair. That doesn't feel good. Using our activator now, we can target any trigger points to get that release. Going to place that where I think I feel the tension and adjust it, breathing through that stretch. And if you don't get it quite in the right spot, adjust it. Once you feel it release, move it to a new area. Breathe through to allow the muscles to relax. You'll feel the fascia tissue kind of, it's like Velcro, it kind of melts away that trigger point and allows the web connections to release and become unstuck. All right. We're going to stretch and release in the lat area now. Starting at my lower part of my rib cage, the Rolga is behind me. I've got one leg as the pusher leg is the top bent leg. The other leg is straight. I'm gonna lift up and scoot up to my armpit. If you find an area that's tight, feels uncomfortable, pause there and breathe through that stretch. Right there. You can even tilt your body to the back and the front to really find an area. I got one right there that you need additional SMR release. All right, let's do that on the other side. Again, this top bent leg is your pusher leg. Scooting, you can rock to the back and the front to kind of find those trigger points, breathing through the stretch. Just say right? You are gonna feel taller and more open in the chest as you stand up. I think you'll notice a difference. All right. Before we get into the next portion of our workout, let's do some wrist mobility. Your hands are stacked under your shoulders, rocking forward and back. Your range of motion is going to dictate what feels good. This shouldn't hurt, it should be a stretch. I'm feeling the most stretch as I lean forward, up the back of the arm. All right, let's turn our hands to the outside of your mat, thumbs facing to the front. Rock left and right. Turn your hands now so your fingers are pointing towards you. Tilt back, feel that good stretch up the forearm. Again, do what feels good for you. Your range of motion might not be the same as mine. Let's place those hands in a plank preparation with the pointer fingers facing the front. Now lift off, pushing your palms off the mat, stretching your fingers. You don't have to use all of your body weight. I'm taking some of my body weight off of my hands. What this is strengthening your wrists, getting a good stretch in your fingers. From here, cat and cow. Looking forward, arch your back, look at your toes. Feel that good stretch, warming up our spine. Come back to neutral. Curl those toes under, step back into your plank, either on your knees or toes. If you're not getting down on the floor, you can do a plank on a chair today. Toes pushing through on the back of the mat. Hands are stacked under the shoulders, soft elbows. Step it in. Roll it up, big shoulder roll. The front of your mat, big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step it out to plank. On your knees or toes or away from your chair. 3 tricep push-ups right here. 3. Nice long line through the spine. Looking out in front of your hands. Down dog, pressing into your heels. Let's bend those knees, right and left, right and left. 2 more. Step it in. Roll that big shoulder roll. Stepping back into warrior 2. Sink into it. Adjust your feet as necessary. Arms nice and wide, opening that chest. Big inhale up and down. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Hold it right here. Coming into a right angle, holding onto your chair, your hand at your quad, calf, or the floor. Lots of options. Sink into it a little bit deeper. Feel that good stretch in the underside of the leg. Rotate to the front and step it in. We're going to do that on the other side. Big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step it out to plank away from your chair, on your knees or toes. Pushing back into your down dog. Pressing your heels into the floor. Let's reach down for the outside of the knee, shin, or ankle. Plank. Down dog. Reach. Plank. Down dog. Reach. The lower you reach on your leg, the bigger the stretch. From your plank, step it in into your warrior 2. I'm going to face this way this time. Nice long line here. Line through the arms, opening up that chest. Sink into it a little bit more. Let's inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. From here, hold it. You can hold onto your chair here. Hand at the quad, calf, or the floor. Trying to stack hand, shoulder, shoulder, hand. Sink into it a little bit more. Feel that good stretch in your leg. Continue to breathe. Rotate and step it in. Feet shoulder width apart. Let's work on some shoulder rehab here. Start with a rotator cuff, goalpost hands, tipping down and up, really gentle. If you feel any pinching as you're doing this, you have an impingement. It means a tendon or muscle, something's not sitting quite right. You should have that looked at and not do any of the exercises that are causing any pain. Okay, drop your hands down. We're gonna pretend we're a puppet and our hands hang down over the edge of the table. Reaching up, reach, lat pull down, squeeze, opening the chest, squeezing your shoulder blades at the back. Reach and pull, reach and pull. Stretching nice and tall. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? Shoulder circles. We're gonna swim and swim. Imagine you're up against the wall. You could actually do this up against the wall, one arm at a time, and draw the circle with the arm. We want a flat as possible. Now, depending on your shoulder mobility, your arms might be out further to the side like this, and that's okay as long as it's comfortable for you and you feel that good stretch. Working on that mobility. There will be some rotation at the top of your body, but we're trying to keep our hips square to the front. Let's go in the other direction. Reach up and over. Scoop it forward. Scoop. Scoop. Last one. Back to our sun salutation. Big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step it out to plank here. Away from your chair, on your knees or toes. Chaturanga. Elbows in, come down to the floor. Scoop it up. On the tops of your feet as an option. Taking your legs off the mat. Toes under, down dog. Pressing your heels towards the floor. On your next breath, step it in. Coming into a chair pose here. Shoulders away from your ears. Sinking down into that chair like you're reaching for that kindergarten chair. Now your ankle mobility is going to dictate how low you can actually get in this posture. Finding your balance, using your chair as needed. Cross into figure 4 stretch. Sinking into it, chest up nice and tall. Squat in our chair pose. Figure 4 stretch, crossing the leg over. Let's do that one more time on each side. Squat, reaching forward and across. Again, if you have a chair handy, you can use that chair for balance. And across. All right, sun salutation, big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step it out to your plank. Going into down dog here. Single leg dog, keeping your hips square to the front. Pull that leg all the way through. Hip opener into pigeon. Now if your hips are tight, you can sit on the side or thread that leg all the way through. Adjusting, the more perpendicular this leg is, the more flex the foot, the bigger the stretch on the outside of the leg. You might be good right here. If you want a little bit more, come down to your forearms. Keep breathing. If you'd like a little bit more, big inhale, reach those arms forward, extend your head towards the floor. Let's walk it to the outside, getting that good stretch from your pinky all the way down your hip bone. Stretching that lat that we did the SMR work on at the beginning of class. Come on up. Couple inhales and exhales here. Inhale and exhale. Pressing up with your hands. 2 more. Last one. Pushing back into your down dog. Step it in. Triangle pose. I'm going to turn to this side. Hips are facing the front. If your hips are really tight, you can have your feet both facing the same way. I like mine L-shaped here. Tipping at the hip over that front leg. Legs are straight, soft knee. You can have your hands on your quad, your calf, or the floor. In your pyramid. Feeling that good stretch up the back of the leg, yeah? Let's do that moving stretch here. Inhale and exhale as you come down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Step it in. We're going to repeat that all on the other side. Big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift shoulders back. Exhale, step it out to plank. On your knees or toes, let's push back into our down dog. Pressing your heels to the floor. Single leg dog on the other side, keeping your hips square to the mat. Pull that leg all the way through into pigeon. Again, you can be on this side here, or feed that leg back through. Make adjustments here on your foot as needed, sinking into the stretch. You may notice one side is tighter than the other. If you're good right here, you can hold it at this position. If you'd like a little bit more, big inhale, come down to your forearms. Another big inhale, reach those arms forward. Exhale, bring your head to the floor. Let's walk those arms to the outside in the opposite direction of your knee. Getting that good stretch from your pinky all the way down to your hip bone. Let's come back to center. Inhale and exhale down. Use your hands to press up. One more. Back to your plank. Step it in. Roll it up. Pyramid on the other side. Feet are perpendicular. Hips to the front. Tipping at the hip. Soft knee, feeling that good stretch down the back of the leg. No pressure on the kneecap. You can put your hands on your quad, the shin, or the floor for that good stretch. Roll it up. Let's come down to the floor. Cobbler pose. Feet are together. The closer your feet are to your body, the more the stretch. Nice tall posture. Adjust your sits bones so that they're even on the floor. Stack your vertebrae. Reach your neck like you have a string coming from your head, elongating that posture. Now you can use your elbows here to press into your thighs as you lean forward for the stretch. Leaning forward. Let's inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, lean forward. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Last one. Let's cross our legs comfortably. Adjust as needed. Couple neck stretches. First, let's tip our head to one side. You can use your hand to gently add a little bit of stretch. I emphasize gently. Let's do that to the other side. Drop your head. Now stretch. Gentle semicircles, like you're going from one shoulder around the front to the other side. Come back to neutral and note how your head feels. Is it in alignment with your spine? So a lot of us, from doing work or posture of doing things in front using our phones, we have forward head posture. We want to tuck that chin back a little bit and elongate that neck so everything is stacked. Overhead side stretch. Reach up and over. Other side. Reach up and over. Thank you so much for joining me today for stretch, mobility, and recovery. I hope you feel energized and relaxed for today. I hope that being intentional about your exercise and taking time for yourself becomes a practice for you. Remember that being intentional means that you move forward calmly and with purpose. And that focus will help you not only in your yoga practice, but in life. Don't forget to tag me in your workout posts at Kella Price, at Healthy Fitness Life Coach. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at SMR Stretch. Thanks so much for joining me. Stay bendy. I'll see you next time.